Imagine a country in Southeast Asia with a bold $180 billion plan to reshape its future. A plan so massive and strategic that it's caught the attention of the world's second-largest economy, China. As the Philippines revs up its infrastructure efforts, building roads, bridges, railways, and more, some analysts argue that Beijing might be feeling a bit uneasy. But why? And how could this audacious move by a growing nation like the Philippines disrupt regional dynamics and possibly shift the balance of power in Asia? By the way, make sure to explore the description box for hand-picked products I've found with great reviews on Amazon and other stores. Let's dive deep into this ambitious plan, how it's making China sit up and pay attention, and what it could mean for the Philippines and the broader region by 2030. Setting the stage, the Philippines and its infrastructure challenge. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of why this infrastructure push might worry China, it's important to understand why the Philippines needs this transformation in the first place. For years, the Philippines has been grappling with serious infrastructure deficits. Manila's traffic is notorious, and the country has long lagged behind many of its Southeast Asian neighbors when it comes to connectivity and transport efficiency. From outdated airports to insufficient seaports, limited highways and rail systems, development has been sluggish. This, in turn, has stunted economic growth, weakened trade links, and limited foreign investments. But with an ambitious $180 billion infrastructure plan, the Philippines is setting the stage for a new era of development. This plan, under the leadership of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., is a continuation of his predecessor's Build, Build, Build program. The goal is clear: make the country more competitive on the global stage and improve the quality of life for millions of Filipinos. What does the $180 billion plan include? The $180 billion infrastructure roadmap is nothing short of transformative. It targets every corner of the country and spans several key sectors, such as transportation, energy, and telecommunication. Here are some of the most notable projects under the plan. 1. Metro Manila Subway Project. This is one of the biggest and most ambitious undertakings in the plan. A subway system for Manila, the capital city, has been a long-awaited project. The Metro Manila Subway aims to reduce the city's notorious traffic congestion, providing a much-needed alternative to road transport. Stretching over 36 kilometers with 15 stations, the subway is expected to carry over 370,000 passengers per day, reducing the commute time significantly. 2. North-South Commuter Railway. Another game-changer is the North-South Commuter Railway, NSCR. This railway is set to connect the northern and southern regions of Luzon, the largest island in the Philippines. It will provide faster travel between Metro Manila and nearby provinces, cutting travel time from several hours to just a few minutes or less than an hour, boosting regional economic integration. 3. New Clark City. The New Clark City project is part of the government's long-term strategy to decongest Manila and create a new urban hub in central Luzon. This city will host a government center, sports complexes, residential areas, and a business district. It is being designed as a smart city with sustainable technology and disaster-resilient infrastructure. It's a model of the future for urban centers in the Philippines. 4th, Mindanao Railway. The development of the Mindanao railway system is another critical component. Mindanao, the second-largest island, has been somewhat disconnected from the main economic centers. This railway will link several key cities and provinces in Mindanao, enhancing trade, tourism, and mobility in an island region that has great untapped potential. 5. New airports and seaports. The expansion of airports and seaports will further strengthen the Philippines' connectivity with the global economy. Several new airports are planned, including the expansion of Clark International Airport and Davao International Airport. Seaports, crucial for the country's trade and shipping routes, are also set for modernization and expansion. 6. Renewable energy projects. The infrastructure plan also focuses on expanding the country's energy capacity, particularly through renewable energy projects. By building more solar, wind, and hydroelectric power plants, the Philippines aims to reduce its reliance on imported fossil fuels and improve energy security. This shift to green energy will also position the Philippines as a regional leader in sustainable development. 7. Digital infrastructure. Finally, the plan emphasizes improving digital connectivity, expanding broadband internet access to rural areas, and developing tech hubs to encourage innovation. This is critical in a world where digital transformation is accelerating, and the Philippines seeks to become more competitive in the global tech landscape. Why is China paying attention? At first glance, it might seem that China, with its $19 trillion economy and Global Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, wouldn't be overly concerned with a $180 billion infrastructure plan in a neighboring country. But there are several reasons why Beijing might be feeling the pressure from Manila's bold moves. 1. Geopolitical rivalry in the South China Sea. One of the main areas where the Philippines and China collide is the South China Sea. The region is rich in resources and holds strategic military importance. While China has built artificial islands and militarized parts of the area, the Philippines is asserting its own territorial claims. Strengthening its infrastructure, particularly ports and military installations, could make the Philippines a more formidable player in the contested waters. This is especially critical as the Philippines maintains close ties with the United States, China's main geopolitical rival. Second, a shift away from Chinese influence. The Philippines' infrastructure plan has also been careful to diversify its sources of funding and support, reducing dependence on China. While China has been a key player in infrastructure development across Asia, the Philippines is making sure that investments are also coming from countries like Japan, South Korea, and the United States. This shift could be seen as a move to counterbalance China's influence in the region, especially as the Philippines looks to secure its interest in the South China Sea. Third, strengthening economic ties with the West China's dominance in Asia has long been linked to its trade and economic influence. However, with this infrastructure plan, the Philippines is positioning itself as a more attractive destination for foreign investments, particularly from Western countries and global corporations. A stronger, more connected Philippines could attract industries and businesses that might otherwise have chosen to invest in China, thus reducing Beijing's economic clout in Southeast Asia. The Philippines as a regional powerhouse. If the infrastructure plan is successful, by 2030, the Philippines could emerge as a regional economic powerhouse. Improved infrastructure will lead to increased trade, tourism, and investment, as well as a more robust defense network. This would make the Philippines a key player in Southeast Asia, challenging China's dominance in the region. Implications for China and the region. As the Philippines executes its $180 billion plan, the implications for China and the broader region are far-reaching. Increased competition in Southeast Asia. China is currently the dominant player in Southeast Asia when it comes to economic influence, but the Philippines' rapid modernization could shift that balance. As the Philippines becomes more competitive, it could challenge China in key industries such as manufacturing, logistics, and services. This increased competition could lead to economic realignments within the ASEAN bloc, of which the Philippines is a member. 2. Strengthening the U.S.-Philippines alliance. The Philippines has long been a strategic ally of the United States, and this infrastructure plan could solidify that relationship. With increased military cooperation, including joint exercises and defense agreements, the U.S. could see the Philippines as a more reliable partner in countering China's influence in the Asia-Pacific region. Regional tensions in the South China Sea. A more confident and economically powerful Philippines could take a stronger stance in the South China Sea disputes. This might lead to increased tensions with China, especially if the Philippines builds up its naval capabilities as part of its infrastructure plan. These tensions could draw in other powers, such as the US and Japan, leading to a more complex and potentially volatile situation in the region. The Philippines' $180 billion infrastructure plan is a bold and visionary move that has the potential to transform the nation by 2030. From new railways and airports to digital infrastructure and renewable energy projects, the country is positioning itself as a major player in Southeast Asia. While this ambitious plan is aimed at improving the lives of Filipinos, it's also making waves geopolitically, especially in China. Whether this transformation will challenge China's dominance in the region remains to be seen. But one thing is certain: the Philippines is on a path of rapid modernization, and the world is taking notice. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it when you use my affiliate links in the description. It helps me keep bringing you content like this. Stay tuned for more updates as we watch this exciting journey unfold.